Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about some very interesting information that has actually been found that might suggest the next vehicle, or possibly set of vehicles, to come to Benny's Original Motorworks. Now, before we get started, I do want to say that I am looking for something different going forward in Grand Theft Auto Online. I think most of us are kind of burned out on lowriders and the Benny's theme, and although it's really cool, I just think it's time to maybe take a break for a DLC or two, move on to something different, or have a DLC that adds new features and new content as just compared to new customizable cars. That's just my 2 cents, but it is still cool to look what could be coming next, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video today. So I was browsing the GTA forums the other day, and there was a thread that was like the Buffalo S coming to Benny's garage, and I was like, man, that's cool. The Buffalo S is one of my most favorite vehicles of the game. It's obviously Franklin's car, and I thought that was really cool, and I wanted to look into it in a little bit more detail. So essentially, it looks like this rumor has started due to what looks to be some coding found in the Grand Theft Auto 5 Lowrider 2 files. So if you have OpenIV on the PC, you can actually find these files for yourself. It's going to be within the folder Update X64 DLC Packs MP Lowrider 2 DLC RPF Common Data Levels GTA 5. So that's kind of complicated, but if you do go there, it is a pretty easy way to go there. You can look actually on the lines 227 and 338, and you'll find some coding for the Buffalo S, which is rather interesting. So obviously you can see these images on the screen right now. In this first one, it is STD underscore Buffalo 2 underscore front underscore right. And what's interesting, as I'll zoom in a little bit, but as you can see right now, this Buffalo 2 line of coding is found within a bunch of other vehicles that are already in Benny's shop, like the Sabre Turbo, which is coming tomorrow, the Brand Class A, which obviously there's multiple different vehicles in there. And if you can zoom in here, you can see it a little bit better. Obviously, Buffalo 2, which is mentioned right here. Now, what's interesting is the Buffalo 2 is the version for the Buffalo S. So there's 3 versions of the Buffalo in-game: Buffalo Regular, Buffalo 2, and Buffalo 3. The regular one with no numbers or no indication is just the standard one. Buffalo 2 is the S version, the one that Franklin has, and Buffalo 3 is the Sprunk Buffalo that could actually be unlocked through those desert rally races in GTA 5 single player. Now, what's interesting about all of this is that those files were, like I said, found within the latest Lowriders 2 or Lowriders Customs Classics files within Grand Theft Auto Online and in GTA 5. Now, there's a couple possibilities here. This doesn't obviously necessarily mean that this is going to be the next vehicle added into Benny's Original Motorworks. This could have been something that Rockstar was playing around with. It could have been something that they were testing. Or, you know what, it might possibly be what they could be working on in the future. I think the Buffalo S would be a perfect variant of a vehicle to take in Benny's shop. Now, it is interesting that one of the vehicles found, in this list, the Bravado Buffalo S, just happens to be one of the very first cars that we saw have a livery on there. In fact, the Bravado Buffalo S, along with 3 other vehicles, were the first cars, in Grand Theft Auto 5 that you could personally own that had a livery on there. So if you guys remember, in GTA 5 single player, there was stock car racing. You could race them in the desert. It was pretty easy. I guess it was just a new little thing that Trevor Phillips introduced to you. So the first vehicle you could unlock was the Burger Shot de Classe Stallion, which was awesome. It was this yellow de Classe Stallion, which was a new vehicle in and of itself. It had the Burger Shot burger and logo all over it, which looked really awesome. There was also the Bravado Redwood Gauntlet that obviously had the Redwood cigarette brand, and I thought that was really cool as well. There was the Pizvazer Vapid Dominator that looked great. You obviously had the bubbly beer all over the exterior of the car. And then finally, you had the Sprunk Buffalo S, which I thought looked incredible. That green and white in the Sprunk really did look amazing. And kind of interestingly enough, is I could see all 4 of those vehicles going into Benny's Original Motorworks. Now, I believe that these vehicles could come into Benny's Original Motorworks for a few reasons, the one of which is the categories of cars class that they're in would all fit the theme of, at least so far, of what Benny's takes. So far we've seen sports classics, we've seen muscle cars, and sports cars be able to go into Benny's original Motorworks. And the Stallion, Gauntlet, and Dominator are all muscle cars, where the Bravado Buffalo S is a sports car, meaning that they're technically all eligible to come into Benny's shop. And another reason why I believe they would work so well is because they kind of fit the theme of Benny's, and they already have been tested with liveries on there. So these cars, we've obviously already seen them with liveries. We know how good they look, and I'm assuming Rockstar already has some kind of templates for these vehicles, I guess, made, making it a pretty easy option to add into the game. So of course, at this point, that is just all guesses. Again, that file for the Buffalo S might have just been leftover content. Rockstar might have just forgotten to remove it from the game, but it also could be a cool little indicator as maybe to what to expect next in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like I said, I'm hoping for something different going forward. I'd like to see another type of DLC. I know a lot of people have been saying, yes, let's make Executives and Other Criminals Part 2. I loved the VIP features that were added in there, and I think that would be great. So yes, I do personally want to see a different style DLC added, not just more Benny's cars, and certainly not more lowriders. But as far as going forward, what would you guys think about possibly having the Buffalo S, as well as maybe some of the other vehicles from the original stock car races go into Benny's, like the Stallion, Gauntlet, Dominator, and more? So let me know what you guys are thinking about in the comment section down below. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.